Hello and welcome to another Monday live stream. Today is going to be interesting because we are going to be using ZBrushCore Mini. And yeah, it'll be fun. This is the free version of ZBrush, and you can go get that right now over at Pixologic.com. And like I said, it's free. It has a limited palette of things that you can use and do, but it's still very comparable and you can do some stuff with it. So we're gonna mess around with that today. So welcome. I hope this is rolling. Let me know if it's working okay. All right. Hey, what's up, Neil? All right. Okay, I'm just gonna share this really quick. Hey, Salem. As people get rolling in, I can explain it again. Okay, that was painless today. All right, I was just sharing it over on Facebook. Okay, and we are good. So how is everyone doing today? So like I said, I'm going to be using ZBrushCore Mini today, which is it has a few features inside of here, and it's you can see that it has like load and save. This is basically all you have right here. So it's super streamlined. We have some materials, some colors, and these are the 8 brushes that you get to play with. So standard, clay buildup, inflate, pinch, move, snake hook, slash, H polish. So hey Senna, how's it going? And then you can save it and you can export it for 3D printing. And you can also kind of these are preset decimation settings. So you can decimate your if you get too heavy, you can decimate it down. And then you can also upgrade, and you can visit ZBrush Central. So super cool stuff. And then over here, this is just like, I don't know that you can see over there under my user interface, but yeah, there's some, you can turn the floor on and off and things like that. So we're just gonna leave these alone for now. And some of the hotkeys we're working here, like Shift F will show your wireframe. We're gonna be checking that out a lot. Now, a while back, I did, when Pixologic first released Sculptress Pro, they asked some of us live streamers to do a sphere challenge. So they would give us a sphere, and they would say, okay, create something with only using Sculptress Pro, and start with a sphere and build something on top of it or into it somehow. So I might mess around with that. I was thinking about doing something like that today. Plus, I was just thinking about just kind of squishing things around. One thing you will notice up on the top is that you get these 2 starting meshes. There's a sphere and this cube, or yeah, I'd say cube, but it's not a perfect cube. It's kind of an elongated thing. Hey, how's it going? So you can pick between each of these. I can go to this other one, you can see it. And this is kind of representing a piece of marble, right? So Pixologic's intention was to have you just like use this clay buildup or slash or whatever, and just start either building up on the surface like this. You can turn mirroring off if you want, or cutting into it by holding down Alt and just kind of cutting into this thing, which is a lot of fun. You know, like removing the material, that kind of stuff. And you can see that with this cube, it's retaining the noise that's on the surface, which is kind of fun. So I like that, because as a new sculptor, you can kind of play with it and not feel bound to the smoothness of the surface. You can get rough with it and just feel okay about that, right? So, and for those of you who don't know, navigation is, hey, what's up, Ian? So, navigation in here is exactly the same as it is in the full version of ZBrush. So you have Alt, right click, will move it around. Just right clicking will rotate on the canvas, and Control right click will zoom in and out. Or you can start holding down Alt and panning and then let go of Alt and zoom that way. My muscle memory is kind of stuck with that, so that's what I use. So I'm kind of wanting to start with this cube and just kind of just play with it a little bit. It reminds me of that that SpongeBob episode of like when SpongeBob starts with this block of marble and he goes up to it and he goes crack once and everything falls away, revealing an awesome statue. But you know, I wish that was the case, but okay. So I kind of want to see just using this is super challenging for me because if those of you who know me, which I'm sure most of you do, I'm like the block out guy. You know, I use primitive shapes to block characters out. And with ZBrushCore Mini, you either start with a sphere or you start with this cube and you don't add or duplicate any objects. This is what you get. So anyway, oops. So I'm just going to kind of cut into the surface and just see. I don't even know what I don't know what I'm doing. I was just going to mess with it a little bit and just kind of see. I might just go with the sphere. But I wanted to play with this and just kind of see what it felt like. Hey Chris, how's it going? And you can smooth this out too. It's not a big deal. And it has, like I said, it has build up and you can cut. And you can use move. Move is always a glorious thing. This noise pattern is really interesting. What I was thinking about doing is making a head with some planes. So Chris, I'm not quite sure. I'm not, to be honest. This is ZBrushCore Mini. This is the free version of ZBrush that you can go get right now. And I was just thinking about seeing if I can just kind of pull a head out of this cube. Let's see if I can do it. This is crazy as I pull this out. Watch, look at the noise pattern on there. It's really fun. Wasn't that the rectangle they used for the Michelangelo challenge? I think it was. I think it was. Yeah, so at 1 year at the ZBrush Summit, was that, it wasn't last year because we were still doing the virtual version, but the year before that, they had a bunch of computers set up at the ZBrush Summit for people to pull up to and just see if they can pull something out of a slab of marble, digital marble inside of I don't know if it was ZBrushCore Mini. Do you remember, Ian? What's the soundtrack today? Good question, Shane. Let's see. I am listening to Full Hearts by Arcade High. I'm listening to FM 84, so FM-84. That's like a synth wave band, and I'm listening to their radio. So I'm just kind of hopefully discovering new bands and new sounds and things like that. So right now, this is one I've never heard before. It's Full Hearts by Arcade High. It's really good. Very, very synthy. And it sounds like old arcade games. Pretty cool. 2019-ish. Okay. So I think my smooth is a little too harsh here. Billy Joel. Nothing wrong with Billy Joel. So what? Okay. Like I said, I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Just making it up as I go. Why not? This is pretty cool. Pretty cool soundtrack, though. I wish I could play it for you guys. Nope, it does not have the transpose line. I don't think it has a gizmo either. Kind of what you see is what you get with Mini. And you can kind of see right here. I'm going to hit it with, make it a little tighter here. If you use the snake hook brush instead of move, you can see how it increases the, it's a little hard to see, but see it increases the detail on it. Yeah, it kind of looks like an Easter Island head. You know, that's probably what I should be sculpting, is an Easter Island head. This is crazy interesting to work this way. Like I said, I'm usually blocking stuff out with primitive objects to get the shapes instead of pulling it out of essentially nothing, you know? Let's see if we can get an ear. There isn't masking either. So you just kind of have to grab it and pull it out. And it comes with a handful of materials, which is cool. Oh, that's interesting, Art. Thanks. So he's saying you can use the standard brush right here with, you said size of 0? Well, let's see. Or an intensity of 0. I see. Yeah, there you go. Then it won't alter the surface. It just increases the density. Okay. Thanks for the tip. Very cool. All right. Yeah, we can just kind of butter up the surface like this. Okay. This head's looking horrible. I miss my my hotkeys for sure. That's okay, it's fun. Is this okay? And you can use move to just kind of cut the stuff in. That noise pattern is crazy to me. Just how it kind of crawls underneath the surface and it kind of sticks there. That's crazy. Hey, what's up, Kev? So one more time for those of you who are just joining us now. This is ZBrushCore Mini. So this is the free version of ZBrush that you can go get right now. if you'd like. And play with it along with me if you want. And this head is horrible. We're in the valley of the suck today. Getting there though. Hey Alex, I'm doing good, thanks. Okay, and then there's also this slash brush that's pretty cool. It's kind of like a pinch or a Damien standard brush that you can just use to cut into the surface. Is there any option in ZBrush to smooth your normals or in Maya like smooth edges? Not that I know of. It's not really so like a display smooth normals. No, it does not display smooth normals. It always displays hard edges. It's like I accidentally made these polys huge again. Now I'm listening to the Midnight. What song is this? River of Darkness. It's pretty good. Have you used Core before? Yes, I have. In fact, I helped make the promo video for Core. This is out of my brain. I don't have a reference image. So let's see. Hold on a second. Yeah, so I made this video, well, I helped make this video about ZBrushCore. I don't know if you remember. So when ZBrushCore very first came out, I made this a whole bunch of animals based off of different spheres and things like that. Here's a time lapse of them. But basically you can make primitive objects and blend them together and use Sculptress and Dynamesh and all sorts of fun stuff. And then I would just kind of build creature after creature. I would change them into, you know, I start with a pig and change it over to it. I can't even remember. Let's see if we can. It's like here's the finished pig right there. And then I start changing it into something else, like a duck, I think. Yeah. So if you want to watch that video, see if I can put a link up in. The YouTube watchers won't get the link, but everyone else will. But anyway, if you just do a search for Shane Olson ZBrushCore, you'll find it. Yeah, then I turned him into an alligator. Let's see, right there is the alligator. Yeah, lots of fun stuff. So yes, I've used ZBrushCore before. That's the answer to that question. Okay. Okay, like I said, this is really interesting using this texture. You can use the holding down Alt and pulling it out. It's really fun. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was a lot of work though. like his jaw sticking out too far. Let's see if we can pull that back. Yeah, like I said, I'm just making a generic head. Just added this stone texture just to kind of see how it feels, getting used to it, and then I might switch over to that sphere and maybe we'll make a cartoon character of some sort. Hey, what's up, Jimmy? I don't know how. Let's see what happens if I use H polish on this nose. Maybe not too strong. Yeah, it kind of looks like Patrick Stewart. Can't do a good Patrick Stewart. It's interesting because the poly count is kind of based off of your brush size. So if I go small, you can see it gets more dense. And if I go really big, it makes really big triangles. So I have to keep that in mind when I'm doing this stuff. And you can also use the clay buildup brush, which is good. I didn't mean to build it up that much. That's good. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, well, I always default to Sean Connery. Sean Connery. I share a birthday with Sean Connery. All right. Yeah, let's see if I can cut him in a mouth here. Not gonna get, oh, it looks like I can't. Oh, there we go. All right. I'm like, it looks like I can't spin it on its side. It was, by default, it's set to only spin on Y, which is like Maya. But I'm so used to the trackball tumbler that I'm like, hey, bring that back. Oh, really, Ian? That's cool. So Ian's saying it's the coolest feature is when you start detailing and have to recalculate the poly count. It really holds the detail when you kick it back. So that's right here, this low, medium, high. And he's saying that it keeps the detail and stuff, so. Come. Oh, man. Sean Connery on Celebrity Jeopardy. I'll get in trouble if I do some quotes. Let's see, where's move? So if I keep bumping the microphone, I keep reaching over to grab the brushes. This guy, I don't, it's like he's kind of going like, got a weird mouth right now. So trippy moving this thing, and the texture or the detail, like the texture work stays put. So it like slides underneath the texture. See that? That's really crazy. Give him a little smile. He's having a good time. He's like, yeah, I made a rock. Make him smile. Make him smile big. That's funny. Good time sculpting rock guy. He's got quite the schnoz on him too. Let's reduce that a little bit. It's quite large. Yeah, that's true. You can see the movements, can't you? They're not as subtle as normal. Rock on. Rock on. That's probably the most appropriate comment. All right, let's give him some I don't even know how you say it. Sterno, whatever. Neck muscles. I'm just doing like super genera head. Okay. So I can get the standard, or the clay buildup is fun too. And just go from behind the ear, just cross down like this. It's got a super long neck. Hey Ryan, how you doing? I'm doing well, thanks. Do some traps. I don't know who he looks like. I want to make his jaw lower though. There we go. I think it was his jaw. It was like, what is going on? Yeah, Benedict Cumberbatch. He has no eyes. Let's give him some eyes. So I don't know. Like I usually have an eyeball in there and I build around it. So not having one is interesting. An interesting challenge. Let's see. Oh my goodness. This is rough, guys. Rough. Train wreck. Okay. Now let's move it into place and see if we can get it to look decent. Hey there, welcome to the stream. So once again, this is ZBrushCore Mini. And you can go grab this right now if you want to play with it. It's free. I should try and make Picard, like, literally make him. Can I sculpt feet? Give it. Why not? No, I don't know. Okay, his eyes are too far back. Ugh. His eyes are too far apart. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. Okay. Use a standard to build this up a little bit. Some parts I like and other parts not so much. Thanks, Ian. Yeah, I told my wife, I'm like, well, this is going to be a stream where I just screw around with no real goal in mind other than just to kind of see what ZBrushCore Mini can do and how I flounder with it. It is, I have to say, it is really fun just to be able to screw around. Thanks, Neil. Yes, I do teach an online course. And no, I don't teach it with ZBrushCore Mini or ZBrushCore. I use the full version of ZBrush. Yeah, it feels kind of more like a sketch rather than anything, which is good. With no particular anything in mind. Yeah, just make something weird. That's what it feels like. Go in there. I don't know if I like that. Maybe. Feels weird without hair, and his head shape is strange from the front. Let's fix his upper head here. Made him have a square head. What's up, square head? Whoa. Is there perspective? Oh, it is on. Okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna about finish this. How long have we been going? 36 minutes? Not too bad for 36 minutes, I guess. Which brush? All the brushes. There's only 8 of them with ZBrushCore Mini. But I mainly use the Move brush. Right now, this is the clay buildup. I usually work with perspective turned off. And the reason why is because the way ZBrush works, most tools work better in orthographic view. Especially if I'm going to try and, like, it doesn't work with this mini, but if I'm trying to mask all the way through the character, if I have it in perspective, it's not going to line up the way I want it to with straight lines and things. So I usually work in orthographic. What's the plan with this character? This is literally, I'm just messing around. No plan. So this was, this is ZBrushCore Mini. And this guy is completely out of my brain. I'm not, no reference, no nothing. I'm just messing around. Total freeform. It's my night off. I like that. If you want to see the stuff I normally do, you can check out, if you do a Google search for ZBrush Live. And I usually use the full version of ZBrush. And you can check it out. My name is Shane Olson, by the way. And I play a sculptor on TV. Oh yeah, thanks Neil. Yep, Ian is another a new streamer on so you're watching Pixologic's live streaming channel right now. Pixologic, they are the makers of ZBrush. All right. Thanks, Ian. Should we, I'm going to save it as an image. This is something I have never done before, but I'm going to export it out as an image. Yeah, let's go to images. Let's move this up here. Let's see. Let's call it ZBrushCore Mini head. Okay. So that just saved it as a JPEG. And this is what it looks like, a JPEG. And what's crazy about that is it will save the sculpt detail in the image. That blows me away. All right. So I want to give this guy some hair and see what we can do with it. I'm going to actually turn off symmetry. Okay, symmetry is right here, and it still uses the hotkey X. Let me see. Just want to move his eye down a little bit. Whoops. Have I ever sculpted a self-portrait? I have. I've done a caricature of myself. I don't even know where that is. Let me see if I might have it on my Facebook. Yeah, I do. You can see it right here. I don't know if I can blow it up. View profile. There you go. There's my caricature self-portrait. I did this a long time ago. I need to update it. I need to give myself better teeth and stuff. So anyway. Yeah, actually, that was done by my buddy Nate. He drew it originally, Nathan Lindsay, and he was an animator at Disney, and he drew the original, and I 3D sculpted his caricature of me. So I can't take all the credit at all. Like I said, yeah, Nathan Lindsay. Lindsay? I think that's how you say his name. Just gonna move these eyes up forward just a bit more. They're a little bit, I tend to go take my eyes too deep into the head. Thanks, Matt. Yeah, trim off the weight I've lost. Yeah. Yeah, that was a thicker me. Okay. So let's do, I've saved this. Let's do some hair. I don't even know what kind of hair I should give him. Let's start with the back. Let's just do some clay buildup. Just kind of start in here. Let's see. We'll do symmetry for the back of the head first. Can you tell us how many hours of work you usually do in a year? Just wondering the learning curve, the amount you need to learn in. I have no idea how to answer that question. So I seriously, yeah, it all depends on how fast you learn, how much art skill you already have. It's not something you can really put a number on like that. I wish there was. I wish I could just say, oh, it's going to take you this many hours. I mean, people usually say it's going to take 10,000 hours to master something, but I wouldn't say I'm a master. There, he's got the Patrick Stewart bald head. Go smaller with these. Yeah, sorry I can't be more helpful with that. Everybody learns at a different pace. And everyone is on their own journey. So yeah, 10,000 hours. Let's see. I'm just going to kind of put a base. I think I'm going to part his hair on one side. That's why I wanted to go. Okay. It's crazy not having these hairs as separate pieces. Oops. There's actually a group on Facebook called 10,000 Hours. And it's ran by my good buddy Justin Goby Fields, who's an insane ZBrush sculptor. Insane meaning he's just really good. He's not insane himself. Okay. instead of, yeah, that's a good edit mode. That's a good, yeah, that's good advice. The thing I want to add to that, you said, so you said a lot of companies are willing to give you a bit of time to learn the program they prefer to use. They care more about your talents than what program you use. I wouldn't say talents, I would say art skills. They care more about your art skills. Yeah, I'm just like I don't know. I'm a bit soapbox-ish when it comes to the word talent, because talent kind of alludes to the fact that some people are just born with it, like Maybelline, and rather than like worked hard to get there. You know what I mean? Yes, you're right. Like when I was hired at Acclaim, they used Maya, and I learned how to use Maya at Acclaim because I was a 3D Studio Max user. And I used ZBrush at Disney. I learned on the job there too. Yeah, my art skills were there. That's why I was already working there, but so there's, I guess what I'm trying to say is there's two sides to the coin. There's learning art skills and there's learning technical skills. I have dabbled with it. I've dabbled with traditional medium, but I've never really took the time to get in and use it for real, you know? I've always just played with it just for fun. Yep, strategy versus tactics. That's right. Did I say that last week? I don't know if I like that hair from the front. I like it from the side. Like I like that. I like his profile. It's okay, but I feel like he's got a giant forehead for some reason. Anyway. Let's see. What do you think about the whole NFT craze? I'm staying away from it for now. I'm just like, it feels like a gold rush that I'm not interested in. So yeah, I'm not gonna be making any NFTs of any of my stuff anytime soon. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, unless somebody specifically says, "Hey, will you make that into an NFT so I can buy it?" Then yeah, I'm not gonna go and just throw my fishing line in the water just for no reason other than to hope somebody buys something I've made. There we go. His eyes are a little weird. And plus a lot of my stuff is licensed, so I can't put it up as an NFT. I'd have to make more original stuff. I just don't. Do you retopologize any character with any other software or just ZBrush? Usually other software like Maya is where I do my retop. Okay. So I think I'm going to end this guy here and then do another one. These lips feel very like weird. Let me just fix them. He's looking like he's like pouty face. What's up, pouty face? This is pretty harsh here. Where are you, clay buildup? Okay, there we go. How dense is that? Okay. You're waiting to buy the leprechaun. Let me put that up as an NFT. Hey, what's up, Spicer? How you doing, man? Are you gonna be doing this too? So Spicer McLeroy, he's another streamer on here, and yeah, he calls his stream the dojo. Welcome to the dojo. No gizmo or line in ZBrushCore Mini. Nope. It's all you. So yeah, this is ZBrushCore Mini. It's ZBrush's free sculpting software that you can go get right now and start playing with. What's going on, Spicer? What's the latest, brother? I'm just kind of pulling this out of my butt. Sculpting some rando guy. Genera head. I don't like his hair from the front, but yeah, he's all right. He turned out all right. Better than I was expecting, I guess. Doing client project on the stream, still get a month a stream before it's done. Ah, I'll be getting it on next month's challenge. Okay, cool enough. Trustworthy Joe. He's like, let me sell you some insurance. I feel like there's too much volume like right up in here. I don't know what's going on. I don't have any hair to compare it to. That's what's going on. Like, I don't know how hair works. Yeah, quick sets. That's for sure. Hey, AQ, what's going on? Man, this is like sculptor reunion, like streamer reunion. We got Spicer here, Ashley's here, Ian's here. We got to get Brendan down here. What's going on? Pablo. Hair is a butt. Yeah, hair sucks. Yeah, but this is really so sculpting with this texture on this like stone texture is really interesting. Oh man. It makes me want to sculpt a stone golem or something like that. Or like some kind of Renaissance statue that I would have no business trying to sculpt. Oh, I know. You could always use snake hook. I could. All right, I'm gonna. See, you're the little angel on my shoulder, Ash. It already looks better. Snake hook angel. Let's pull this one out. Oh, oh. Okay, back it up, back it up. Are you surviving without masking? You're like, oh, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. This is just like I said, I'm totally pulling this out of my butt, just trying to do the best I can with the tools that are given. Just making it up as I go. That's feeling a little better with the snake hook. Did I say Spicer when I said we have the whole band here? What? Why is he looking like a panhead? What's this hair doing? Maybe, okay. Yeah, he does look pretty acne heavy feller, doesn't he? Maybe if I just pull this. Yeah, I think what's happening is like right in here. Needs something to break that weird pan head silhouette. I don't know what I'm doing. Obviously. All right. Hey, Grant Art, since Sculptris Pro came out on full ZBrush, do you find yourself using it a lot? Yes, I've kind of switched to it away from Dynamesh since it came out. I'm a believer in the Sculptris Pros. Yeah, like I said, I'm liking this guy from about this angle is okay. But from the front, no. Not so much. Okay. I think I'm going to save an image of this. This still blows me away, you guys. Being able to save an image, not just some special weird .z something image, but a JPEG. A JPEG. So I'm clicking here, saving this out as a JPEG. And this is my 3D file. And I can open this file up. See how it says OK down? Well, I guess you can't. Maybe you can. It says OK down here. That's my 3D file. It's saved in an image, like it's saving the depth information inside the image. That blows my mind. Oh, Ian, yeah, you're right. Pulling the feet out. No, I'm gonna start with a sphere now. Let's see, we're at an hour. Let's see what I can do in an hour. Switching over to okay. Switching over to the old sphere. Yeah, it's Pixel Magic. I have no idea. I don't know. All right. Drum roll. Make a duck. I could make a duck. Should we make a duck? I was thinking a rabbit, you know, because it was like springtime, but a duck is good. Yeah, let's do a duck. That'll be fun. All right, see how fast, I have an hour. Let's see if I can make a duck in an hour. Snake hook magic. Here we go. If you want to see what's happening, this is basically what Sculptris Pro does. Is it dynamically subdivides the topology as you're moving it. So not all of the brushes work with this dynamic topology. So like the inflate brush does not. The move brush does not, but I believe all the other brushes do. Okay, so from the side, let's give him a duck butt. duckbutt.com. Dude, Ian, this is challenging enough, man. Why am I not using snake hook? Why? I don't know. They're done. Let's make him a skinny neck duck. Super skinny. This might go a little faster than I thought it would. How many horses? Okay, I'm going to give him more of a kind of a shorter body. Looks like he's in the water. What am I listening to? Till the End by Cassette? Yeah, we're going to skip this one. All right. Running in the Night by FM84. Here we go. I wish I could share it with you guys, but if you want to listen along. This is a good tune. All right, just little nudgies. I'm kind of missing the stone texture on this stone duck. Okay, let's give him some legs. I'm going to turn perspective off for a second. Duck anatomy. I have made a duck or two in my career. Still trying to fight those lumps. Lump fighter. A t-shirt with that on. Lump fighter. Okay. This will be, let's give him some super long duck legs. Some unnaturally long duck legs. And it's going to be interesting to get those feet. Just widen them out. Maybe. Duck legs. I'm leaving the wireframe on so you guys can see what I'm working with here. A rabbit riding a duck. That might, I mean, this has been 7 minutes, right? So I guess that's possible. Anything's possible. Whoa, too much. Back it off a little bit. Good old duck feet. All right, let's do some standard brush. Here, let's turn on, oh, maybe. A hockey stick and a puck, and then he'd be mighty. Man, too heavy-handed with this. I'm trying to get those little, maybe clay buildup would do it. Give them all stars. Oh, that's a missed opportunity. I should okay, let's do it. Let's give them some Converse, some Chuck Taylors. But this is what I was gonna do, is put these down like this. You know. But yeah, we could totally give him some sneakers. Where would his eyes Funny duck head. Okay, I need to make it narrower and taller though. Your head's too wide, duck. I like that, you know, Aardman animation, the penguin, just the like straight-faced penguin is hilarious. I was thinking about doing something like that. Oh, thanks, Ian. All right, man. Take care. So you guys can catch Ian sculpting Sunday nights at what time, Ian, before you go? All right. Okay, let's give him a... See if I can just, before I give him some sneakers, I was going to give him a more of a cartoony duckbill. This is super simple, but yeah. So I think if I give him any sort of, 5 p.m. Pacific. Okay, thanks, Ian. Take care, man. Okay, so I feel like if I give him any sort of like this, it might deter from his blank, starey face. Maybe not. I really like that tip. So somebody gave a tip of, if you're still here, the person who gave the tip, please say it was me. If you go to standard brush and you turn your Z intensity down to 0, then you can go over the surface of your object. Depending on your brush size, it will just add density without changing the surface. It was me. You're still here? Awesome. Thank you for that. I just wanted to shout out again. That's a really, really good tip for those ZBrushCore Mini users. And I'm sure it works with Sculptris Pro in full ZBrush as well. Okay, so if you just want to do kind of a detail fill, you can do that and come back in and smooth it. You can get it smoother. Okay, back to slash. Yeah, duck eyes are more like here, but forward looking is like more human, right? So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I might change them up. That's the beauty of this. We can keep, you know, experiment. Okay, so what I'm wanting to do with this standard brush is I want to build up. know if it's going to be able to. Let's see. Maybe back to snake hook. Can't go wrong with the snake hook. Come on, camera. The camera is not wanting to cooperate with me. Let's see, because it's typically wherever you touch. Did I touch something? No. There it goes. Okay. For some reason, this local transformations got turned off. All right. Core Mini does not, well, it only works on PC-based tablets, not Android, not OSI or OS, Apple. It doesn't work. It only works on full PC, I believe. So, yeah. Thanks, Neil. Yeah, you're right. I gotta turn the intensity up. Okay. Let me turn this intensity down on this brush. You can get pretty detailed in here if you want. Turn it up a little bit more. That would be super cool if we could get this onto iPad though, huh? Just going along the edge with the alternate version of it. Build it up, smooth it down. It's all about that corner of the mouth smile. Yeah, I think you're right about these eyes though. Whoa, that's harsh. That's too hard. What's going on? Lighter, lighter. And we can experiment. Like you can do big eyes, like Donald Duck eyes. You know, you could do whatever you want to use. How much time to create a stylized character? It depends on the detail of the character. Okay, I'm gonna do some moving. There we go. I want to get this pulled back a little bit more. I want to widen it up more like Donald Duck or something, or like a... Give him some nostrils, some duck nostrils. Whoa, hold on a second. There we go. He's looking more duckish. Howard the Duck. If I had time, probably don't have time. Because that's a full-on, like, animal, right? Standing on legs. Just nice. This is I don't know if I'm liking these. They feel, it's starting to feel like a dragon or something. Just need to be more subtle with them. Yeah, actually, not having masking is a challenge for sure. Not gonna lie about that one. He looks like blind duck. I'm just filling in some detail to smooth this out. Okay. I could put a ridge. Hey, what's up, Sumerian? How you doing, man? Good, good. We're using ZBrushCore Mini, the free version of ZBrush. See what we can pull off with it. Yeah, we can go crazy with this smile if we wanted to. Pull it clear up in here. Yeah, Daffy Duck. That's kind of what I'm basing it off of a little bit. He would have some, like, those little feathers sticking off of the back, you know? Okay, let's see if I can get some kind of eyes that look half decent. I don't know if I can do that. We'll see. Or when he gets shot and his bill goes around his head. Yeah, it's good times. Good times. Tony, I have, but this is ZBrush's channel, Pixologic's channel, so I like to keep the conversation on ZBrush, if you wouldn't mind. Aviator goggles, that's not a bad idea. I don't have a good Daffy Duck voice. Gosh dang, I'm destroying his head. Let's go. this is what it's looking like right now as far as the density goes, if you ever wanted to know. Just trying to make some rhyme or reason out of these. Let's see, let's go standard and build this up. Give them some browse. Yeah, no blank. He could do all the voices, that guy. Chuck Jones. Looking all right, I guess. Give him a little more of a smile. You know, I think I was putting his nostril too far down his bill. That's the problem. That's why it's like, what? When it's actually right here. Reference, kids. Use reference. Tony, you totally could. Oh, thanks so much. So, yeah, this is just a friendly little duck. All right. My giant water bottle. Let's give him some feathers, like some little head feathers. So I want to try something to see if it works. With regular Sculptris Pro in ZBrush, the full version of ZBrush, what you can do is you can pull something off like this, and then you can smooth away. Let's see if it'll do it. Yeah. So, oh, I'm cheating now. Cheating. You're not supposed to be able to do this. But now I can't mask it or move it. Gosh dang it. Okay, well. Now I have parts. I know, Ryan, I'm a cheater. Let's see. I'm working within the limitations. Whoa, I can't. All right. Oh, goodness. I'm gonna have to go back and before I did that. But hey, I know that you can do it now. I was thinking about doing it for the irises on here, but I don't know how to. You'd have to yeah, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna get. It's crazy with the working within the limitations. It's a fun challenge for sure. Just to kind of see what you can pull off. And so, you know, sometimes working in a box, it makes you more creative in certain ways. Yeah, Zerchan, it's so well they gotta leave you wanting more, right? That's the whole idea. So you'll buy the full version. That's the idea, and I get that for sure. So, um, the main thing I'm missing for me is the two main ones are masking and being able to do separate objects. But it's like I said, it's a super fun challenge to try and work within the limitations and come up with something that is decent. Because you if you notice, see this well, kind of hard to see, but you can export for 3D printing. So I can literally use this, like get a cheap printer or find a friend that has a cheap printer or good printer, and I can send him. I could totally model something like this, and send him something and have or send them something and have them print it. You know, it's totally possible. Or a cheap friend that has a good printer. Oh, thanks, Ryan. Appreciate it. Was there a ZBrush Core Mini sculpt off? I think it was just Core. I don't think it was Core Mini. But yeah, they started with a block and just had you sculpt something out. And it was I think that block is meant more for like I was saying, like Renaissance sculpts or sculpts that are like more fine art, I guess would be the word for it. Like anatomy sculpts and hands and things like that. Which I'm not that guy. So now that we have his eyes, I can totally mess with him. It's kind of fun. Just push him around. Make him have a sinister or dopey look or whatever. Let's see, from the back of his head, I do want to push this in a little more. I like how he's got a long, dopey duck neck. Yeah, one brush. That'd be a crazy thing to try and do. If it was one brush, I would want it to be the move brush. Or the snake hook brush, sorry. I'll take it back. Ashley's probably still here. She's like seething. I say snake hook because snake hook gives you dynamic topology where move does not. So I bet you could do a full scope, sculpt. I can't even talk. I bet you could do it in full scoped with, oh my gosh, I'm giving up. Sculpt with the snake hook brush alone. I know Ashley would agree with me. It's totally possible. I mean, you could do it with the clay buildup brush, I guess. It would be pretty chunky. Pretty rough one. I'm gonna give him more of a squarish head. I like that square head. See this kind of squarish shape happening. He looks like he could talk. Hey, how's it going? He talks like Putty from Seinfeld. How you doing? Kronk. Okay, let's do a single feather. This will be fun. You do have inflate and pinch so you can get nice crisp lines. That's cool. Yeah. So, okay. But I need to talk to the Pixel peeps about the pinch brush. Because it does have pinch, but the pinch also has dynamic topology. And those are fighting against each other. So the pinch doesn't really do what you need it to do. And I'll show you here. I need to see if they can change that or allow you to turn it off. Okay, so the pinch brush, see, it's doing dynamic topology as you pinch. So it's, I don't know. I have more success with dynamic topology turned off of my regular pinch brush in regular ZBrush. Because pinch is essentially gathering the geometry together. So if you're generating geometry while you're gathering geometry, it's kind of like it's going against itself. You can't pinch what's being generated, if that makes sense. But it does have H polish too, which is good for like planes and stuff like that. But since you can't have separate objects in here, you're always going to have something like this, you know. I mean, you can get pretty tight with it. Yeah, I was thinking more like trying to shovel a gutter out while somebody's like pouring a hose in it. I don't know. I can't come up with a good analogy for it. But yes, whatever, it's working against you while you're trying to do something. It's just not the best. So you can get pretty tight with that brush. Let's turn him upside down so I can get a better arc. And it does not have lazy mouse either. Lazy mouse is a nice thing. All right. Duck. Should we do 2 more feathers? Let's do 2 more feathers. We got time. All right. Snake hook. Why am I using a mouse? These look like hairs until they don't. Whoa. Okay. Move brush. So if you don't want it to get destroyed, use the move brush. Sometimes I want a bigger brush just to get some better arcs going on through here. Hey, Space Cookie. How's it going? Let's see if I can gather these together. So they kind of look like they're coming out of the same bunch, same spot. Hey, Cyril, thank you. Appreciate it. I kind of like it just kind of fading out back here. And we could build up some wings too. Again, we don't have masking to pull it out, but we can build it up with like clay buildup. So if we turn them to the side, I don't know why we're slow here. I would say duck, and how you can tell usually is geese are way bigger. I mean, this has a longer neck, so geese have longer necks, but and just the coloring and stuff on geese versus ducks, you know. Can't believe it, because thanks, Craft and Canvas. Thanks. You know what? Before I started this stream, I was like, man, I don't know if this is going to be a total fail. You know, because just having worked with the full version of ZBrush for so long, it's like, am I gonna just struggle the whole time? Or am I gonna be able to pull something off, you know? Yeah, duck. Ulysses, how hard to learn ZBrush for an old 3D user like Softimage? And it's I don't know. It depends on how fast you learn, but like I've said before, the art skills, they come along for the ride. So if you're good in sculpting or modeling in another program, all you need to learn is the tools, right? And as soon as you figure the tools out, then you're good to go. And if you just dedicate some time to it, you can do it. Yeah, I was kind of thrown into it. We had to learn it on the fly, because when I worked at Disney, we were game makers and we were Maya users, and all of a sudden we were like, well, I guess we're making toys now for this game. We had to become toy makers in a short amount of time, and so we all had to kind of learn it together, and that was fun. That was because there weren't all these YouTube and tutorials out there and stuff, and or courses or classes or anything like that. I learned a lot of it from Ryan Kingsland. To give a shout out to Ryan, he had a book out at the time. We learned a bunch from that. Okay, let's get this is super warbly. I'm just trying to fade. I want this wing to stick out and then kind of fade in a little bit. ZBrush, I think it was, it might have been 2. Hey Lewis, how's it going? Welcome. Hey Shorex, sorry, I don't understand what you're trying to say there. What was the very first 3D software you ever used? Ooh, that's a good one. I think I used, oh, what was it called? It was made by Corel. It had Dream in the name. And then I also used, no, that's fine, Quicks. That's before ZBrush was around. I used one called True Space. That was an early one. Not Dreamweaver. Is it Dreamweaver? I thought Dreamweaver was, was it Dreamweaver? I gotta look it up. Holy crap. Yeah, that's when like Bryce was out and Dreamweaver. Yep, Dream. So okay, so with Dreamweaver, it was because I thought there's another one called Dream that's web pages. Yeah. So was it Dream 3D? Hold on a second. I gotta look it up. You guys are there I am. Hey, okay. Dream 3D. That's what it was called. Corel Dream 3. I'm gonna find a picture to show you guys. Because how it worked was it had like walls that you would draw on. This is a review of it. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is hard to see, but you wouldn't touch the object itself. You would actually draw on the walls and it would project out into 3D space. So you would make and ZBrush actually has a function like this, where you make masks on the walls and it would make whatever shape in the center. It's based off the same kind of idea. But that's how this Corel Dream 3D would work. So yeah, I mean, you can't make very good objects. And the first thing I ever made in 3D was a Black Widow. Pretty crazy. Shadowbox, thank you. Yes, it's basically Shadowbox. Ray Dream, that's the one. That's what it was called, Ray Dream. Holy cow, man, that takes me back. That was 1995, 96, I want to say. And Mirai was another one. Mirai and Nendo. Nendo was a light version of Mirai, which is crazy. 94. Thanks, Tom. Holy cow, 94. I'm an ancient feller. Let's see. Yeah, Softimage came later. I didn't learn how to use Softimage until I was at a company called Glyphics, where I did animation for Advent Rising. Yeah, I was an animator in a past life as well. Okay, so I'm gonna try something. This is starting to slow down, and I think I'm starting to hit the cap on how many faces I can have. So I want to try something. I'm gonna save this, and how you save in ZBrushCore Mini is by clicking on image, export image, and that saves your file. So ZBrushCore Mini duck. Okay. All right. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit high right here, because we're at active polygon 655,000, and we're going to see what hitting high does. I think it decimates it, like it's an auto decimate. Not too bad. Looks the same, but now it's sitting at 500,000. So let me hit it medium and see what it does with medium. Yes, you can load it back up from a JPEG. Yes, is that nuts? You can also do it right here, open project and save project. So you can save the whole project right here. Yeah, how on earth is it saving the information in a JPEG? Question of the day. I don't know. Whoops. Okay. So let's give him some duck feathers. We got about 10 minutes to make some duck feathers. You can do the same in the full version of ZBrush as well as yes, you can, Neil. Yep. Thank you for that. Yeah, it's just extra data. And it's like the Z data, basically. It's over my head. That's what I know. Weird voodoo imaging business. Duckbutt.com. Don't go there. It's probably a real thing. Okay, it's always a real thing. If you can think of it, it's probably real. Yeah, and I think the full version of ZBrush can handle more triangles than this can give. So that's another benefit of the full release. Sorry, Neil. Duck butt, duck butt. He said duck butt. Give these more pointy feathers. Yeah, this is making my music stall out. That's how you know it's kind of pinging the CPUs. Feather shaper. There we go. They embedded their code there so that it could be edited like a text file. Yeah. I believe so. Okay. Duck butt. Okay. One more thing I'd like to do is, let's see if I can pull these out a little bit more. Just to break that silhouette somewhat. To make them, I just like the shapes to look more like the tail feather shapes. More featherish. Featherish. You're looking rather featherish, Gary. Where do you find jobs for stylized character models? All over the place, Daniel. You know this. Like ArtStation, and there's listings online. Networking is a good place. Like the whole who you know, going to conventions. As soon as we can go to conventions again, that's a really good place to get to know each other. Go get portfolio reviews, that kind of thing. Lewis, what are you saying? Let's see. I always like to learn from you in these lives. Can I give you a tip? The current layout is preventing us from seeing, for example, the brush you're using and other procedures. Calls with your name are right on top. The most important. Oh, are you talking about this bar across the top? Like, yeah, that comes from Pixologic for me to stream. So yeah, so usually I'm streaming with regular ZBrush, not ZBrushCore Mini, so it's being covered up a little bit. Sorry about that. I don't know if we can get it smaller. Maybe I can move here. Let's see if I can do this. How's that? Is that better? There we go. Except for ZBrush Live is covering up the stuff. So maybe like this. There you go. Maybe that's better. Okay. Okay. So what I was saying, what I wanted to do was I try and stay to the left there. But what I like to do too is I can go and I keep going down here looking for my brushes and they're not there. That's funny. Okay. Just kind of pull out some feathers down here. Because it's like there's feathers. Yeah, Ryan. Oh my goodness. I didn't even realize, Ryan, it was you. I was like, oh, it's just some Ryan watching. You guys, this is my good friend Ryan Peterson. Oh my goodness. Why didn't I put two and two together? Holy cow. Sorry about that, man. Goodness. We've got to have lunch again. So you guys, sorry, Ryan. I hope you don't get embarrassed, but I'm going to give you a shout out because Ryan's one of the best sculptors that I've ever met. And he is a traditional sculptor and he sculpts for Sideshow and yeah, incredible sculptor. Go check out his work. Give him a follow. All the good stuff. Dude, Ryan, yes. It's great to hear from you. Well, I can't hear you, but it's great to see you. And you've been watching me this whole time, and I've just been failing to notice that it's you. Oh my goodness. So Ryan does the life-size bus for Sideshow, like of Hulk and the Joker one you did is incredible. I wish I would have been able to see that one live, Ryan. Yeah, so this is, like I said, this is ZBrushCore Mini. This is probably closer to traditional clay than inside of ZBrush, but how did you become a Z streamer for Pixologic? I just know the Pixologic guys and reached out to them. They reached out to me. I can't even remember how it went down. Oops. But you can reach out to them. Yeah, that's the one. All right, I'm going to show your stuff, man. Yep. Look at this. Oh, the Spider-Man. Did you just barely finish this one? This Batman's so good. Oh my goodness. This one is still one of my favorites. Oh, gosh, dang it. Your political stuff. Yeah, this Joker. Look at this. That's made out of real clay, kids. Real clay. Yeah. About a year ago? Okay. Oh, yeah, because it has to take time to come out and all that and get into production. There's Ryan. Sweet. Anyway, yeah, thank you. This is Ryan Peterson. Yeah. So Ryan's talking to me over on YouTube if you can't see his chat. Ryan worked with me for a little while at Disney Interactive. He's local here, Utah. Good friend of mine. Yay, Ryan. Man, I miss you, dude. We gotta do some lunch. Go. Just like looking at this shape. Love working with Monster Clay and Super Sculpting, but ZBrush is so much faster. Yeah. Yeah, there's just something about getting your hands into it, getting dirty, working it. All right, you guys. It's about time to wrap this thing up. Turn on perspective and save him. This duck didn't turn out too bad. Nice. ZBrushCore Mini, ladies and gentlemen. It can be used to make some okay stuff. And I usually say, if you want my user face, I said user face. You're such a user face. I usually say, if you want my user interface and my brushes, I give them away for free over on my website, 3dcharacterworkshop.com, but I'm using ZBrushCore Mini today, so I'm not using an interface or my brushes. So, I don't know, Ryan, do you have an ArtStation? I'm not sure if he does. But if you look up Ryan Peterson's Sideshow, you'll find his stuff. Yeah. So I also teach an online course, teaching you how to create stylized characters with the full version of ZBrush, of course. And so if you're interested in joining us, it's a lot of fun. We have a ton of fun. So, all right, you guys, have a wonderful week. Thanks for hanging out with me today. And we will catch you next Monday. All right. Thanks, Neil. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Ashley. All the people from Pixologic that swung by today to say hello. And Ian, all you guys. Thank you, everyone. Yep. Download ZBrushCore Mini. Have some fun with it. It's a lot of fun. So, all right. Take care, guys. Have a good one. See you. Peace.